how should pet owners, help dogs and cats cope with this difficulty?
One of the best things you can do, especially in preparation for when we do go back to our day jobs and we're leaving the house, and we don't know when that is, but you want to at least try to transition into that. When you don't want to go from being home all day to all of a sudden you're gone for 8 to 10 hours or more, on your working days. So if you can start running errands a little bit more and spending a little bit longer periods outside of the house and gradually transitioning to where you're going to get to spending 8 or more hours out of the house. Another thing is breaking up the routine. And so, for example, a lot of people, when they leave the house, they get their keys or they get, a couple of items, and your dogs are very smart, and, pets are very smart, and they can pick up on the fact that, okay, they're about to leave the house. This is kind of starting to trigger those anxious behaviors and feelings that your pets have. So start mixing up the routine. Maybe pick your keys up and don't leave the house, or put your keys somewhere else, or have them ready before you go so your dog or pet doesn't hear the keys.
Let me ask you about CBD, because a lot of pet owners are giving it to their dogs. I give it to mine. My good friend Rachel Ray, who loves dogs, she gives it to hers. What's your take on that?
Well, okay, so I just have to make it clear, as a veterinarian practicing in California, we as vets here can't really incorporate that into our medical work. However, I do have colleagues in other states, and I know of other pet owners in other states that do seem to benefit from it. It's kind of a hit or miss thing. I mean, you have nothing to lose trying it, but some pets do benefit. And some of the reasons that we're seeing other veterinarians in other states use it are for things like anxiety. Some pets benefit even in their osteoarthritis. And then other pets, even with chronic disease, are able to take less of their regular prescription medications when they're also taken in conjunction with CBDs. For example, dogs with epilepsy, they're on different medications for that, and owners are able to give less of those meds and sometimes have, not so desirable side effects when they're given the CBDs as well.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Antin, thank you so much for joining us and helping us with our needy dogs and cats. And of course, you got a new book out. It's called World Wild Vet. So I want everyone to check that out. We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.